So ladies and gentlemen, I'm here changing the door lock pin on my 1999 Land Rover Discovery. And as you can see, this is where the handle goes. You put the piece in like this, slide it in, and you turn it like that. But the door handle, once it's in, you have to basically push the handle forward and then pull it out to get it out. But before you do all of that, there's a little something that I have to show you that's a problem. So in order to get that long rod there out, you're gonna have to get it out of, let me see if I can show the light. Sorry about that. You're gonna have to get the rod out of that plastic clip right there. Now the clip is harder than it actually seemed, and I'm going to show a video. I'm going to show you exactly how to get the clip out in a minute. Okay, how to get it open. It's not hard. So just remember that white clip right back there. So this is the rod that was broken. That's the rod right there. And the other piece, I don't know if you could see it, it's stuck up in there with a pin. So I have to get it out, and then I have to clean this up and put it all together. As you can see, I got my drill bit there, and I'm gonna drill until I get enough so that I could go ahead and pull it out. Now I do have the new one. I got the new one by Cars 4x4. It's a lot thicker. So, and it comes with a little pin, just like the one that's in there already. So this is the new one. I'm gonna put it in, and then I'm gonna make the video. Right. So how do you get the little pinny from in there? Well, let me tell you what I did. I took a nail, this little nail right here, it's a finishing nail, and then I put it in here, just like that. Then I took my hammer and I tapped it until I could get it out. And all you gotta do is, once you get it far enough, you take your needle nose ply and pull the other end. But you could use something like WD-40 to slacken up the little, just to, to remove any old debris from inside of it. But once you put the nail in there, it's big enough, and you tap it a few times with a hammer, the little pin drops out. It comes out far enough for you to pull it out. So that's how you remove the little pin. So now I got the old pin out. That's the old pin. And there's the new pin. Old one, new one. Old one, new one. And that's my thing right there. My rod. And this is the hole. So I'm going to take a few minutes to clean this thing up. And then I'm going to connect the rod with the pin. I had to drill out the top a little bit just to get the nail to get in there, just so I could force the pin out. And just so you know, the new pin is slightly open compared to the old one that is closed. So you might have to take your needle nose and squeeze it in just a slight bit just to get it up in there. And then you'll have to take a small little screwdriver like that and open it just slightly so that the pin doesn't fall out. So I'm going to clean this up, and then I'm going to show you exactly how I put it back together. So how do you get the pin in? Well, I use my drill. I don't know if you can see that. And I just drilled the hole out just a little bit, just enough to get the tip. And I use my needle nose to squeeze the tip of the pin just a little bit, because you don't want to make the pin too slack. So I use the needle nose just to do it just slightly so that I can get it in. And then I use the hammer and I just tapped it in. And then when I got to the end, since the hammer, I didn't want the hammer to break any of this right here, I just used the screwdriver and I just used it to tap the top of it. So that's how you get the pin back in. So now I'm off to setting it back up. I'll see you in a minute. So now you have the mechanism together. The pin is in. You put it in here, just like that. And you have to put this in here and let that fall in and get the pin in also. So once you get them in, however you can, you're gonna slide the door backward. This latch, you're gonna slide it backward. So I'm gonna work on putting this in, and then I'm gonna slide the latch backward, and I'm gonna have to line this up. It has a part in here that's connected to the actuator. I'll have to line it up. So let me work on that, and then I'll show you the connections on the other side. Okay, the clip that holds this latch right here, this clip right here, in order to open it, you just take the screwdriver, you put it up underneath it, and you just pull it apart. Once you pull it apart, it's gonna loosen up, and then you'll be able to pull this out. You won't be able to pull it out unless you just put the screwdriver up underneath it and just flick it apart. You need a little screwdriver or a flathead small enough to just go up there and doing that. And then when you put it back together, you're gonna put it in the slot, and then you just press it back together. So that's how you open up that clip. I haven't seen any videos on YouTube as far as how to do it, so I'm telling you, screwdriver underneath, flick it out, push this back in there, squeeze it back together, good to go. And as far as getting the door back in, as you can see, my new pin is in there. I had to put some grease at the end of the pin in order to get it to go in the slot. There's a little slot that's, you're gonna feel it with your finger. It's like a little lip under there, and that's where the pin goes. So you're gonna have to put some grease on it if you can't get it in. Then you have to tap it in on the outside. You know, you just take your palm and tap it like that, and then you're gonna pull the door backward this way, and that's gonna lock it in. And then you put the screw back in. I already put mine in already. And then from there, you have to, you make sure you test it before you put the door back up. But I'm gonna put mine back together, and then I'll let you see whether it's working or not. Okay, just to let you all know that it's working. We're gonna put the key in there, and that's a lock. That's a lock. See, it is working. So I fixed my door, working with the key now. So I hope this video helps. Over and out.